10 he's gone. And this one's almost like peas in a pod. This one's gone 20. Side. There we go. Right. Yeah, good afternoon everyone, and yeah, before we get into this week's video, just a quick note to say stay tuned to the end of the video where I'll give the details on the Parker Baits bait giveaway, where you could be in with the chance to win yourself a kilo of Parker Baits OG Fish 18mm boilies or a kilo of monster crab infused floaters, depending on whether into floater fishing or boilie fishing. Right, stay tuned to the end of the video. Good evening everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Jeremy Allen Carp Angler. Now you join me today on a very new, well, I normally fish. I'll just take you outside, and a lot of people will probably recognise it straight away from that backdrop. I'm at Broadlands Lake down near Romsey, and yeah, it's a place that when I started fishing, I'm going back to maybe 15 years ago now. Yeah, it's got to be 15 years ago, about 15 years ago now, when I started up again after what was probably a 20-year break while life got in the way, and I started coming in. I was a regular here every week for about 3 to 4 years, I think I fished here, and yeah, did very well over here eventually, and caught most of a lot of the big ones in here at the time. And then I sort of went away, and I sort of came back here what was probably 3 years ago, and did a 48-hour session, and caught a couple, and then came here the following year, did a 48-hour and caught 6, including the big one, Bruno, which is my current PB at £42.4. You probably see he's the sort of thumbnail on my channel, and yeah, I'll put some pics up afterwards of him and some of the fish I caught out of here back in the day. But yeah, I caught Bruno twice. I caught him in I think it was 2017. He was 31.14 then, and then, as I say, I caught him in 2023 at £42.4. So yeah, I kind of don't want to catch him again, but I'm in a different area of the lake. It was down the other end of the lake in Peg 37 that I've caught him from on twice, and I'm not sure what's going on down there at the moment, because you can't book any of those swims along the what they used to call the old dugouts. They all seem to be unbookable on the booking app, but I might find out during our 2 days here. Yeah, so we're here for a 48-hour session. I'm here, and I'm in Peg 64. No, it used to be called Slingers back in the day. And yeah, Steve's with me. He's in Peg 11. He's in Peg 63. And yeah, you're probably wondering where the furry friend is. Unfortunately, he's not allowed to come here, but it's bordering on whether, even if he could, he would come, because I think the temperature when we arrived here at 4 o'clock, I say we're booked on from 4 o'clock today, it's Tuesday, to 4 o'clock Thursday, and it was 32 degrees then, which is bordering on the point where he should stay at home anyway, because it's too hot for him. But also they don't allow dogs here anyway, mainly because they have, I think, I don't know how many, a lot of feral cats running around here, and we've already come across 2 of them already. I don't think there's any around at the moment, but there was one behind Steve's peg. I'll just go on a little wander, see if he's there. No, he's gone. There was one lying on the ground there, and there was he'd been one lying in the bushes there when we arrived. So we've already come across a couple of them, and no doubt we'll come across some more. But yeah, it's quite a nice scene. The sun's starting to go down. It's 7 o'clock now. It's taking us. We got here about 4 o'clock. We booked on from, and yeah, we had a little walk around because it was boiling hot. We weren't rushing, and I've kind of put the bivvy and all up to start with, and I've tried to remember the spots out there. The right hand rod's right on the apex of the island as it goes round in, I say fairly tight, but I'm probably a rod length off the corner of the island there. I mean, without a bait boat I couldn't get it any closer. And my middle rod is, if I zoom in, there's a big stump in the middle there. I'm literally about half a rod length off that stump. Ignore the heron. And then my left hand rod, if I come back out in depth, is that weeping willow tree you see there. I'm sort of to the left hand side of that, in that bay there, again about a rod length or so off the island. It seems to be, from the island back, it seems to be quite smooth silt out there. Didn't really find any gravel spots, although there used to be one off that. I used to be able to find one off that stumpy tree in the middle there, but I've had a good lead about and I can't find it. So you know, I may find it, but I may not need to. So and then, as I say, I also keep an eye on that margin over the other side there. That's I don't think anybody fishes that, so that's quite a way away. I'm going to keep an eye on that, and if I see any fish there, particularly in the morning, I might put a rod over there in the morning, particularly if we've had a quiet night. Yeah, Steve's fishing next to me. I did find the gravel patch for him. We've got a stump out there in the middle of the picture, and there's about 11 wraps. There's a nice little gravel spot out there. It's only about the size of a, you know, it's about half a rod length pullback, and then it's gone again. Then halfway across you're into weeds. So he's put a couple there halfway, and one on that spot, and see how he gets on. But yeah, I'm all set up. I'm now going to have a cup of tea and have something to eat, and I shall come back to you, hopefully with a fish or with an update as to what we're doing. Right, I'll speak to you in a bit. Right, hi guys, it's about 11:30, and we've managed to get our first fish, and we got a nice common. Oops, I'll see if he'll let me pick him up and show you. He's gone right, let's try the old trick of turning him round, see if he can go on this side. Yeah, that's his good side. He's 24:10 he's gone. And, try and flip him round, show you the other side. That's the other side of him for you. Right, we'll try and get some stills and we'll get him slipped back. Yeah, hi everyone, and yes, I'm probably half an hour later than the last spoke to you. I was just sorting out my left hand rod from that earlier fish, and my right hand rod pulled up tight, and we got ourselves another common, and this one's almost like peas in a pod. This one's gone 24.6, so a brace of 24-pound commons within half an hour of one another. This is on the right hand rod. It was on the corner of the island, and this one's taken a OG Fish hardened 18mm hardened hooker, topped with a pink magic bean. So yeah. Yeah, morning everybody. It's just coming up to 7:15, and yeah, it's been an eventful start to the night last night. As I say, you see from the earlier footage, it was all quiet, and then literally 11 o'clock my left hand rod melted off, and yeah, I hooked into a really spirited fighting, turned out to be common, and took me quite a way. Let me just turn you around. It was on my left hand rod, which is it was just to the left of that. You can see that overhanging tree right out in front, just to the left of that, and yeah, I got him sort of 3/4 of the way in, and he kited round to the left, and he went right round the corner there. I thought I was going to have to sort of go in that gap there just before that big tree and try and net him down there, but I managed to get him back round, and in the end we got him in the net, and he was yeah, I thought he was bigger than he was. He was quite a real wide, sort of chunky, short common, and yeah, when I weighed him I was surprised. He was he was 24.10, which is great in its own right, but I thought he was going to be bigger than that. I thought he was going to be about 27-28 pound looking at the width of him, but he was, I think he was a short and fat, as they say. So yeah, dealt with him and put him back, and then I picked up, and then as I was literally sorting the rod out to put it back out, the right hand rod pulled up tight, which is over on the sort of apex of the corner there, and that one pulled up tight. And first of all I thought that was a small fish. I thought it was a bream or something, because it came quite easily, and I got it about halfway in and it started pulling back, and that game took me right round, and it was almost dead out in front of me trying to go left, but I was a bit prepared for it this time. I managed to control him, got him under the rod tip quite quickly, and then took me ages to get him for us to get in the net. And yeah, that one was a longer, thinner common, so I put him on the scales and he went 24.6. I thought at one point my scales were stuck on sort of 24 odd pound, but yeah, so he was nearly just as big as the first one, but in width, in that he made up for in length. So yeah, I put that one. So I then had 2 rods to put out. Before I did that, I put some bait out, because I'm thinking if they're out there we'll try and keep them in the area. So I put a load of bait out, then I put my 2 rods back out and a bit more bait, and just after that we repositioned 2 of Steve's rods. So one of them was in that bay. Yeah, I don't know if you can see opposite, there's like 4 trees coming up together, or 4 trunks coming together. We put one of his bait rods over there, and then one sort of out in the middle, a bit farther in the middle, on the same sort of line as where I caught the one on my left hand rod. Yeah, his rod's, unfortunately been all quiet until literally bang on 6 this morning when his left hand rod screamed off. But unfortunately it sort of come off after a few seconds, so I don't know if it goes down with a loss because he didn't really have a good hook hold. So it screamed off, so we must assume that was a carp. I don't think it was a bream tearing off like it did, because it sort of took line on was taking line on the take. So yeah, since that I've sort of roused myself, if you like, and I've recast my left hand rod and my right hand rod, because obviously I put them out in the dark last night, and I think the right hand rod was pretty good, but the left hand rod was definitely too far left from where I had it, so I've redone that one, and that can sit out there all day. But I'll probably leave the rods till sort of mid-morning, and I shall redo them, the middle and the right hand, and leave out there for the day, and they can stay out there till sort of 5 or 6 o'clock tonight, when I'll probably redo them all ready for the night again and put a load of bait out. But yeah, that's kind of where we are at the moment. And yeah, hopefully before the sun gets up today, we might have another fish to show you. Well, I'll speak to you in a bit. Yeah, hi everyone. It's just gone 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and I was just starting to redo the rods. In fact, I'd done 2 of them, and I was just doing my 3rd rod, and when my 2nd rod, that had only probably been out there 10 minutes, it's just gone and whizzed off with this little chap. Probably one of the smallest residents in here, but he's a bit of a character, isn't he? The tail on him. It's just here's the other side for you. Yeah, I just weighed him, he's £10.4, so I'm just going to get him slipped back and tell him to go and find one of his bigger cousins for the night. Yeah, hi everyone. Yeah, a bit of an evening update for you really. It's how time flies when you're having fun. I mean, having had that update this morning, it's been quiet pretty much all day. As I say, I redone all the rods at 9:30 this morning, and they've been sitting out there all day, and yeah, we've had 0 action all day. It's been dead quiet, to the point that we've been having a sleep this afternoon at various points this afternoon. So yeah, I'll go up the cafe at 4:15 and get myself a burger and chips, which is very nice. I've come and sat and eaten that, and I thought, right, I'll redo my rods now. So about 4:30 I'll probably start redoing my rods, and got a left hand rod out, no problem at all first time. Middle rod I slightly moved left at farther left than it's been, because it's not done anything. I moved it between the big weeping willowy tree or whatever it is, so I've got one bait to the left, which I caught the first fish on last night, and then one bait to the right. I've got it in there. It's quite a tight gap. I'll probably never do it during the day, but I've got it in there. And I was redoing the right hand rod. I'd sort of just reeled that in, was wrapping it up ready to cast back out, and lo and behold, the middle rod zoomed off with, yeah, as you see from the earlier footage, that nice little mirror. Yeah, he just went over £10. I didn't think he was going to be that big when I got him out, but he was quite plump. So yeah, so I've now had a fish on all 3 rods now. So that was just on a plain 14mm Parker Baits OG Fish hardened hooker, that one was. So I've had 2 on those, and one on a snowman with a magic bean on the top. So yeah, I sort of, after doing that, I've got the right hand rod back out. Let me just switch. So I've got the right hand rod back out. I've got him out on the corner. It took me 2 casts to get him on the corner, and then I've put the middle rods, I don't know if you can see, but there's some ducks sat on a stump, and then you've got between that and the tree, that's where I've got my middle rod now, and then my left hand rod's just tucked to the left of it. So that's where I've got my rods positioned now, and all 3 of those, I've had a fish on each of those spots now. So yeah, it's they've all done me fish now. So yeah, we're all out there for the night now. Steve's redone all his 3 rods. I've just put some bait out there, and I should put some more out just before it gets dark. So I want to put quite a bit out there tonight. Just doing it with a throwing stick, just putting it all along that, from that corner all along to where Steve's sort of left hand rod is, and a line along there, so any fish come along they can randomly pick at them, and hopefully they'll pick up one of our hook baits. So yeah, so that's where we are, and hopefully I'll speak to you soon with a fish. Yeah, deceptive sometimes, aren't they? Yeah. Hi everyone, it's now just coming up to 2 o'clock, and my middle rod's gone off, and we've got ourselves another nice common, trip of the commons. Here we go. Yeah, he's weighed in at 17-12, this one. See, other side for you. Oh, I'm going to get him slipped back, because as you can see he's rather lively. Right, I'll speak to you in a bit. Oh, no idea what the time is, but yeah, not long after slipping that 17 pounder back. Oh, yeah, 20 to 4 it is, so yeah, not long after slipping that 17 pounder back. Same rod's gone again.
Been caught before, you can tell by now.
And yeah, we've gone and got ourselves a rather lumpy mirror. So I suspect everyone will recognise him. But yeah, I've weighed him and he's gone 28.6 £. He's got a few battle scars on him from previous battles. This is better side. There we go. Right, let's see if we can get some nice stills of him, get him treated up and slip back.
To the left, just to see how far I can pass.
Yeah. Yeah, morning everyone, it's just gone 7 o'clock, and yeah, I was just coming to and looking out, and as I did, the middle rod went off again, and so we've got this nice 18 pound mirror. So it's been a bizarre night. I think we've had 3 3 bites in the night, and they've all come on that middle rod. There we go, that's the other side for you. There's lovely clean looking fish, isn't he? That's it. Right, I'll speak to you in a bit. Yeah, morning everyone. It's now just gone 8 o'clock, and yeah, it's been a busy old night. So much so I need to look at me notes to tell you what's happened. So yeah, you see that fish I caught around about 5 o'clock, that little £10 mirror, and then yeah, redid all the rods ready for the night, and it was all quiet. It was quiet during the evening, about certain time, about 10:30, 11, as I had the first run last night. My left hand rod pulled up tight, but when I left it into it, I reeled in, and with no fish on the end. So I don't know whether that was a bream, or I didn't hook it, it was a carp, or I didn't hook it, or what happened. So I then put that rod back out, and yeah, shortly after that, I think it was about 11:30, I went to bed, and I was fast asleep, and at 1 o'clock the middle rod went in that gap, and yeah, I got that nice 17 pound 12 ounce common. So yeah, just gap I'm referring to, you see a big weepy tree, and then there's a stump there, so it's sort of between that I'm getting it. So I got it, so yeah, I got him in, dealt with him, put him back, and then fortunately Steve lent me his powerful head torch, and I re-chucked it into that spot, and went back to bed, and then at 3:30 the same rod was away again, and yeah, that really lumpy dumpy mirror, which went 28.6. I'm not sure whether that's one of the named fish on here. I'll have to get that confirmed and have a look, but I have seen somebody else caught it, and I think they just got, then it was just 27 pounds something. So so I don't think it's a named one. I haven't originally thought it might be one of the named ones in here, but yeah, I got it back out again with a powerful head torch, put it back in there, and went back to sleep. And I woke up this morning, the alarm was set for 6:30. I was lying on the bed dozing, and thought, right, I must move, and just sat up on the bed, and then as I sat up on the bed, the middle rod pulled up tight again, and yeah, had another spirited fight, and had a mirror of 18 pound bang on the nose. So yeah, we're now up to 6 fish, but more importantly 4 of them have come off that sort of spot directly in the middle. So I don't know whether that's where they want to be, or the other thing is they've all come to just single Parker Baits 14 mil hardened hookers rather than the big 18 mils. I've had the two 24s the night before, both came on the 18 mils, but that's come on the smaller bait, which I was reluctant to put out there because I thought I would catch bream and nuisance fish on it, but that's the ones doing the fish. So I don't know whether it's the theory, so whether that's the theory or what. So just to test it a bit farther, I've now put a smaller bait on my left hand rod and put out there, and now we've got one of Steve's rods I've put as the middle rod into that gap with one of his baits on. So if it goes, it's the spot. If it doesn't go, it could be the bait, and more importantly, if my left hand rod goes, it's definitely the size of bait. So we'll just see if that works out. Right, we're gonna go and order some breakfast in a minute, and I shall speak to you all in a bit. Yeah, hi everyone, it's just coming up to 12 o'clock and yeah, we're due off at, well, booked on till 4 o'clock this session, but we're going to start packing up now, and with an aim to leave at 3 o'clock, and that way we can get along the motorway and miss the majority of the traffic. So unless you see me in the meantime, well, because I've caught another fish while packing up, that'll be the end of this video. And yeah, I'd like to thank everybody very much for watching. Please, if you can, give us a like and also hit that subscribe button. So that helps grow the channel and helps other people find their way to it to enjoy the same content. And yeah, to those that have subscribed so far, thanks very much for your support's greatly appreciated, and that's what keeps me doing the videos. Yeah, if there's anything you'd like to see in any future videos, please put a comment in the comments below, and I'll do my best to accommodate. Right, thanks very much for watching. Bye bye. Yeah, hi everyone. Yeah, thanks for staying tuned in, and yeah, here's the details of the Parker Baits bait giveaway. Now, to be in with a chance to win yourself either a kilo of the OG Fish boilies or some monster crown floaters, all you've got to do is put in the comments below with a comment of boilies or floaters. That's all you've got to say. And then what I shall do, probably be 2 weeks before my next video, and then I shall do a draw in my next video with the details of the winner, and then I shall get in touch with the winner so I can send them their prize. Right, good luck everyone.